Back Interior Alaska, Daryl Lewis here in the sports seat for you on a Saturday evening. Now, I hope you're having a good day, and to make it even better, let's talk some sports. The two-way torture test, a grueling 13.1-mile run around Chena Ridge from the Pump House restaurant got underway Saturday, and anyone traveling Chena Pump Road, yeah, that sports guy was not running. He was the guy sitting along the side of the road in the shade waiting for folks to finish. We roll that video, please. Now, teams of twos started together but ran in opposite directions. Each runner completed 13.1 miles for a team marathon. There were two water stops at approximately 4 miles each way. Certificates for brunch at the Pump House were given to the winning men's and women's and mixed teams. And at the end of the day, coming through the chute first for the men and the women, the partner team of Rick Lader and Erica Burr. Both talked to me afterwards.
This is the first time I've raced it. We've practiced it a couple times this month earlier, or May or whatever.
Well, tell me about your pace, the weather, and coming through here first.
The big thing, this is a challenging course, obviously, because you go up and then you go down, regardless of the way you go. But my teammate and I, we had practiced it, and so we knew basically on the flat and the down to race, but then going up, just basically get up the hill. Don't try and race it and exhaust yourself. And that way when you get to the top, you can actually race and accelerate down and still have legs to go.
Yeah, weather was fine.
The weather was beautiful. You don't get much better other than this.
First time I raced it.
Yeah, talk to me about the course, the weather, and being the first lady across the
This is a really tough course because you can't send it all going up the hill. You have to have some to come back down. Mm-hmm. Then you have to stay focused on the downhill without falling over. Yeah, I always feel like a wheelbarrow that's going to roll into the ditch.
So you say this is a really tough course?
It is for me.
Yeah. Much better than I could ever do. Now, switching channels, the annual American Diabetes Association is challenged cyclists to be part of the annual Tour de Cure, which took place on Saturday at the Alaska Dog Mushers Hall. The event helps raise funds to change the future of diabetes and help stop this devastating disease. More than 200 cyclists chose from 4 different routes, all which started and finished at the Alaska Dog Mushers Hall on Farmers Loop Road. Nationwide, more than 50,000 cyclists participate in the event. Individuals and teams participate to raise funds for the nearly 26 million Americans with diabetes. Now, in past years, I've talked with a number of people participating in this very worthwhile venture. Here are just a few, some calling it very personal.
68,500 Alaskans with diabetes, and we're here to support them. So our Red Riders today will be riding around in red jerseys or red t-shirts, and we're here to support them and tell them that they're doing a great job and we're working to find a cure for them.
My best friend, Sky, is type 1 diabetic, and my mom is diabetic as well as my grandfather.
So it's personal.
It is a personal cause.
You see the support, not only the support behind this venture and all, but all these folks that are taking off and riding bikes and getting a little exercise in for this cause. What it means to see all this going on.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting to see the community come out to support diabetes research to find a cure, and get out and be healthy at the same time.
Yeah. It does mean a lot to me. I've had type 1 diabetes for 7 years now, and I take the cause very seriously. I do everything I can to give back to the diabetes community, and the people here in Alaska have just been phenomenal. The tour director down in Anchorage, Mary Powell, was just wonderful. Sarah Lucy here is just a great person. All the volunteers are just super friendly and nice.
Is this your first time up here in Alaska?
It is my first trip here. I rode from Anchorage up to Fairbanks, and it's been a beautiful state and a beautiful trip all the way.
Wonderful cause. Much respect. And finally, volleyball news from up on the hill, my alma mater, the University of Alaska Fairbanks. And Nanook Athletics didn't have to go far to find an assistant for new head coach Mallory Larinaga. Jamie Folan, a former Alaska Nanooks player, volunteer assistant, coach, and media relations director for the Nanooks, was named the assistant volleyball coach on Friday. The name, very familiar. Folan has been part of the Nanooks volleyball program for the past 13 years. 3 as a player and 10 as a volunteer assistant. She has been media relations director since 2005. She also played 3 seasons for the Blue and Gold, including her junior and senior years with the person who is now head coach. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rolling with me for a spell. For more KTVF sports, log on to Twitter, YouTube, WebCenter11.com. You can even download our mobile app, whatever's your flavor. But for now, don't go anywhere because Holly's back with your weather. She's next, and we'll see you.